Feet?
Here we see Fran doing the crane. What we didn't see later was Andy straight away afterwards sweeping the leg. And oh, foot, path, foot, double foot path, foot squared path.
Who wants to see Alex sliding down a banister? But it wasn't all about collecting points. For some of our questees, this was an opportunity to reach out to the wider community and make some new friends.
Here we see Andrew Bold employing the patented technique of getting a pensioner to read through your quest pack for you. Alan, not so successful, she's having none of it. Oh, look at the excitement on his face. Oh, and Alex as well. Oh, there we see a policeman and a very obvious heroin addict.
Couple of points, let's look at some trolleys.
Andrew Bold here, shown with some trolleys kept behind glass for safety, otherwise this happens. A couple of seconds before that photo was taken, Vicky rammed Alan into that trolley. And here we see Tim, a man comfortable with himself and comfortable with his trolley.
Oh, is that It's that Take That song, isn't it? I hate that Take That. I don't hate that Take That song, but it's just missing something. You know, you ever hear a song where you think, oh, it needs some more oomph.
Don't you let your demons pull you down.
That's
You can have it all. You can have it all. So come on, get it on. I don't know what you're waiting for. Your time is coming, don't be late. Hey, hey, so come on, see the light on your face. Let it shine, just let it shine. Let it shine.
Anybody can climb a tree, climb a pole, slide down a pole, slide down a tree?
We see some expert pole sliding here. That was some good work from She-Ra there. Oh, Tim climbing a tree. Looking like he's had a bit of practice doing that before. Oh, God, Tim, we've already seen this. Put your shoes on, man.
Now, obviously, a man such as myself who grew up in the north of England, Booth's supermarkets played a huge part in my life. Let's celebrate that. Let's celebrate Booths. Let's celebrate it together.
Alex there, not just in booths, but actually trying to get a job, which is above and beyond. Vicky just more than happy to just point at the sign and steal a moped.
Could some team members please suspend themselves from inanimate objects for the sake of getting a couple of points? Thank you.
Couple of points for Christy there, hanging upside down. Good work. And oh, Tim and Christy hanging. Tim dangerously above a puddle, which I hope wasn't of his own creation.
Andy, are you near Kendall yet?
Absolutely nowhere near Kendall. We aren't that far up yet.
Let's take a look at some of the great work that the police officers did helping us with the 2009 ETQ. There were quest points involved. It wasn't just a case of shaking a hand of a man in uniform.
Here we see Kat with a gentleman who she accused out loud of not being a proper policeman. Here we have Alan with somebody who's got a bulletproof vest on because of the urban surroundings, and here we have Tim with his younger brother's badge by the look of the photo.
One of the quest points was to tell a classic joke to a member of the public. The classic joke in question was the old favourite: there were two monkeys in a bath. One of them says to the other one, "Ooh, ooh, ooh, ah, 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 ah." The other one says to him, "Well, put some coal in." Let's see how Jill took to that joke. Let's see the subtlety involved in her delivery.
And Mum was going, "Ooh, ooh, ooh, ah, ah, ah," and the other monkey said, "If it's too damn hot, put some coal in it." Boom, boom.
Well, that was a very subtle delivery. I liked that. That was, yeah, you didn't see the punchline coming at all. The boom boom at the end possibly gave it away, but yeah, you know, no, nothing. Anyway, Alan, you're standing in front of a film poster, yeah? You're going to reenact a little bit for us?
An excerpt from Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince.
Don't you run away from me, Septum Sword here. Don't use your spell on me. That'll do.
Close, but I'm pretty sure it was Sectum Sempra. At ETQ we like fast cars, we like fast expensive cars, we like fast expensive Italian cars. Show me the Ferraris.
Good work by Universally Challenged there to get a picture of a Ferrari. Not easy to do, unless of course you actually blag your way into a dealership. Then
sometimes as a man you just need a little bit of extra jewellery. Get some necklaces on you boys and get some points.
Dan there looking businesslike, but also enjoying the necklace. You can see he's chosen the colour well. He's got the length right. It's just below the cleavage. Alex, ecstatic, not just because he looks fantastic in that necklace, but he's got 70% off as well. The shop assistant thinks it's the right choice. You can tell. Alan, not happy. Brown necklace, black and silver t-shirt, I look ridiculous. Everything was going swimmingly. John and his cameraman Rich had made it by train into Edinburgh and were on their way to the destination point, which was supposed to be a quaint little apartment overlooking the main street. Unfortunately, two things became alarmingly apparent. Number one, the apartment address given to everyone on the quest was not actually the address of the apartment. It was the booking office. The apartment was over 1.5 miles away. Number two, the free parking outside the apartment was ever so slightly put in jeopardy by the fact that on the day of the ETQ, the Scots had decided to have the biggest clan gathering in recent memory. As we arrived at the apartment, we were greeted by thousands of people directly outside the front door, blocking the street and watching as cars that had mistakenly parked nearby were being towed away, all in anticipation of the parade. John began to panic. Realising that he and Rich would have real difficulties in finding adequate parking and that this parking may be outside the city centre, they hastily sent out a text to all questees, giving them an extra hour to get to the finish line before the penalties kicked in. This hugely upset Loki and Bartleby, who had already made it to the outskirts of Edinburgh. After a slightly terse phone call between John and Loki, whereby the phone was hung up by John prior to anybody saying goodbye, John and Rich stumbled across a massive multi-storey car park less than 15 minutes walk from the apartment. Bollocks. A second text was sent dropping the extra hour to 15 minutes. This turned out to be an even worse move, as all the competitors who had originally been rushing to get to the finish line had, upon receipt of the extra hour, now stopped to collect more points or visit the services. Fortunately, John could rely on the questees to take care of each other and be supportive, providing useful information to each other in an attempt to keep everyone calm.